from the street there and watch in. There. Charger, and the battery won't last the whole time. And that one cable I plugged in.
He's a staff cook. He's not even a cook. No, he works up at SGS. He's a desk jockey. Some elevation. A bottle of water in this thing. Oh, these fans really filled up quick, didn't they?
Yeah.
Just before the parade started, when the drill team was out there, we're going there empty.
Do you know how many people are marching?
Yeah, someone told me it's almost 2,000.
Really?
It's 500 per battalion, plus all the extraneous companies and everything. So somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000. I can't have it in the other. I'll tell you in a minute. Looking at the size, I bet you there's not more than 1,000 in there. I bet you there's 500. About 500. I just remembered something. They reduced all the staffs to 50 per company, so you figure that's about right. Top of the tower.
Me too.
Were you up there last year at the very top? I didn't know you were up there.
The two guys fell down because it was so hot. You remember?
The guys falling down. Oh, you mean from back there?
Yeah. No, not from back. wir dann noch mit.
You know, I can't see that stupid thing to go above 618K, you're doing the one I got right there. That program says it's too big for 50 minutes.
How much does it say? How much it needs?
No.
If I'm in the way, then tell me. That is now why they don't do anything.
Don't know.
One shot you did that before. Just don't want to. You film it now when everybody does it? What? You film it when everybody does it? You got it all on there. Not that you only have one on there, you know. It was all the way from there to there. So many people.
We have the special honor of welcoming today the former Commanders-in-Chief, United States Army Europe, General George S. Blanchard, and General Frederick J. Croson. We also extend a special warm welcome to the following U.S. Commanders of Berlin visiting us today. Lieutenant General Retired George M. Sigmius. Major General Retired William W. Cobb. General Retired Sam S. Walker. Major General Retired Joseph C. McDonough. Major General Retired Calvert P. Benedict. Major General Retired John H. Mitchell. Major General Retired Raymond E. Haddock. And the following Berlin Brigade Commanding Generals. Major General Retired George T. Duncan. Brigadier General Retired Frederick O. Hartel. Brigadier General Retired Samuel C. McGoodwin. Major General Retired Harold I. Hayward. Brigadier General Retired Robert D. Stevenson. Lieutenant General Retired R. Dean Tice. Major General Retired William C. Moore. Major General Retired Leroy N. Suddeth, Jr. Lieutenant General Retired Thomas N. Griffin, Jr. Lieutenant General Retired Jack D. Woodall. And Major General Sidney Shacknow.
You never know.
There they come over.
And they stand behind that thing. They stand behind that thing. You can see them sticking right out.
The head, I can see the whole bodies.
Our honored guests today are the U.S. Ambassador to the Federal Republic of Germany, the Honorable Richard Holbrooke, the Governing Mayor of Berlin, the Honorable Eberhard Diebken, the German Defense Minister, Minister Volker Ruenig, the Congressional Representative of the State of Florida, the Honorable Earl Hutto, the Director of the Central Intelligence Agency, Mr. James Woolsey, the President of the Parliament of Brandenburg, Dr. Herbert Knoblauch, the Vice Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Admiral William Owens, the Chief of Staff of the Federal Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Germany, General Klaus Dieter Naumann, and the Commander-in-Chief, United States Army Europe, General David M. Maddox. The reviewing officer and host for today's ceremony is the Commander, United States Army Berlin, Major General Walter H. Yates. The guest reviewing officer is the Governing Mayor of Berlin, the Honorable Eberhard Diebken.
Why not? Must you check it?
Yep. It's okay.
Can you film that singing when they're talking?
When they do what?
When they're talking there, or you don't get it?
And I can't get it because of this.
And put that up there and try to get it. It's like Eric down there.
Well,
That's you there.
really, yeah.
I did too. What is it? The guy who said has 1,000 kids and was married a couple of times before. Is he a Hispanic guy there or what? Why do these 4 people and that one guy have to stand there? Who is it? Or why do they have to do that?
Where?
Yeah.
I don't know. Staff.
I don't know why an American soldier who doesn't know anything.
It's maybe different every year.
Always stand there.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for honors.
He used to do it. But he won't.
I can't see it. Yeah, it's only your head. Mom.
Huh?
Your head.
Man didn't tell me.
Ladies and gentlemen,
twice.
please be
I
seated.
don't hear that.
Ladies and gentlemen, approaching are the United States Army, Berlin Color Guard, and the state and territorial flags of the United States of America. Today we celebrate the anniversary of our nation's birth, and we take great pride in its sons and daughters. On this 217th anniversary of our independence, it is appropriate to be reminded of the words set down by our forefathers in the Declaration of Independence. When in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bonds which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's gods entitle them. A decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires they should declare the cause which impelled them to this separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men,
Wait a moment.
deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That when any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it, and to institute new government, lay its foundation, on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall see most likely to affect their safety and happiness. We, therefore, the representatives of the United States of America in General Congress assembled, appealing to the Supreme Judge of the world for the rectitude of our intentions, do, and in the name, by the authority of the good people of these colonies, declare that the United Colonies are, and of right ought to be, free and independent states, and for the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of the divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. Just as we have been reminded of those famous words contained in the Declaration of Independence, so should we be reminded of those equally memorable words set forth in the preamble to the Constitution. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, secure the blessing of liberty to ourselves and to our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution of the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Maybe you hear when the guns went, you know, why do you hear that before you hear it?
Because it got to the speaker and the speaker sent it out. Then you hear that also.
Is it over already?
I like it.
What you got on there, the flags?
The flags in that area there. Can't get anything more.
Maybe somebody with a flag, but before is that kid? Oh, is it? Oh, he was chasing it up. No, they're not.
The U.S. forces played in the protection and defense of Berlin, and the significance of the American contribution to the unification of Germany and Berlin. Governing Mayor Eberhard Diebken, assisted by Major General Yates, is awarding Land Berlin Fahnenband in the name of the city, state of Berlin, to the headquarters, Berlin Brigade, the 5th, the 502nd Infantry Battalion, the 6th, the 502nd Infantry Battalion, the Combat Support Battalion, the U.S. Military Community Activity, Berlin, the Army Medical Department, Berlin, the 298th Army Band, the 287th Military Police Company, and the United States Army Aviation Detachment. Historically, unit streamers or Fahnenbande were awarded and presented for participation in campaigns and battles or for other acts of distinguished military service. They were also presented for major jubilees, such as a 100th or 200th anniversary, or for other special occasions or events. The Fahnenbande being presented today is affixed to unit colors or guidons and is embroidered from top to bottom with the following text: Der Regierende Bürgermeister von Berlin, 1994. Translates, the governing mayor of Berlin, 1994. On the reverse is embroidered the name of the unit being awarded. An accompanying certificate has the following text: in honor of services rendered in the defense of the freedom of Berlin and for the deepening of German-American friendship, I present to, the unit is specified, the Fahnenband for the land of Berlin, signed in Berlin on 4 July 1994, the governing mayor of Berlin, Eberhard Diepgen. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commander, the United States Army in Berlin, Major General Walter H. Yates.
Ambassador Holbrook, here to get in the Bürgermeister Diepgen, Minister Ruhe, Congressman and Mrs. Hutto, Mr. Woolsey, Herr und Frau Bergner, Herr Dr. und Frau Knoblich, Admiral and Mrs. Owens, General Naumann, General Maddox, former St. Lucia's city commandants, brigade commanders, and fellow general officers, excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Berlin Brigade and the Berlin American military community, I would like to welcome all of you here today. It is such a distinct pleasure to have you with us today on our 4th of July celebration at 4th of July Platz. It is also a pleasure to have with us today a number of our former saints, city commandants, and brigade commanders. And I'd like to welcome you back to this great city of Berlin. Soldiers of the Berlin Brigade and the Berlin American military community, today is the 4th of July, a great day in the lives of all Americans. Today marks the 218th anniversary of American independence, the beginning of a dream, the dream of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We have just witnessed a flag ceremony honoring our states, our territories, and our great nation. You soldiers on parade are a grand and moving sight for all of us to behold. From every state and every territory of our land, you embody the best our nation has to offer. You are a great credit to our profession and to the country you serve. You are the reason, you are the foundation on which our nation is built, continues to grow, to prosper, and to lead. Today is the 4th of July. Today is a great day in the lives of all Berliners. Today marks the 49th anniversary of the day our predecessors marched into this great city to guarantee its independence. Today ends the 49th year of our presence here and begins our 50th year. However, we will not complete our 50th year of service here. On the 7th of September, we will lower the flag of the United States of America from over Clay headquarters for the last time, and we will depart the capital of a reunited Germany. The American soldier and the Berliner have weathered many storms and faced many perils together. The blockade of 1948, airlift of 1948 and 49, The infamous wall in 1961 that attempted to imprison us all. The standoff at Checkport Charlie, the collapse of the wall in 1989, and the reunification of Germany in 1990 without violence and without bloodshed. But the American soldier and the Berliner continued to work together. We worked through our Desert Storm deployment where we deployed 500 soldiers from Berlin. During our deployments of a battalion to Turkey, and through our deployments to Kenya, Croatia, and Macedonia. Soldiers of the Berlin Brigade, it is important that you know that you and your predecessors were unique. You are the only American combat organization that is named for a city, Berlin. It is important that you know and remember that you served in a historic place during historic times. You were not on the sidelines of the Cold War. You were center stage, and you did your job extremely well. The Cold War started here in Berlin, and it ended right here in Berlin. And the Berlin Brigade and community were center stage. And you were not on the sidelines doing the peacekeeping and other operations which followed the Cold War. You were center stage in Saudi Arabia, in Iraq, in Turkey, in Kenya, in Croatia, and in Macedonia. We could not have successfully executed all of these missions without the outstanding and sustained support of our civilian employees and our family members. For your great service and sacrifice and that of your families and our civilians, you were recognized with a Fahrenbande by the governing mayor. And for that, Mr. Mayor, we thank you. You are the greatest soldiers that I have ever had the opportunity to serve. And for that, I thank you. Liebe Berlinerinnen und Berliner, es ist an der Zeit, Ihnen zu sagen, dass wir Sie kürzer verlassen werden. Bei dieser Gelegenheit möchte ich Sie um Folgendes bitten. Vergessen Sie nie die großen Herausforderungen, die wir gemeinsam angenommen und gemeistert haben. Die großen Opfer, die wir gemeinsam gebracht haben. Und die große Belohnung, die uns gemeinsam zuteil würde. Uns wird der Abschied schwer fallen, denn unsere Beziehungen zu den Menschen in Berlin sind einmalig. Es kommt nicht sehr häufig vor, dass Soldaten jeden Standort als ein Zuhause betrachten. Auch in dieser Hinsicht ist Berlin einmalig gewesen. Alle Mitglieder der amerikanischen Streitkräfte, die in dieser großartigen Stadt gedient haben, war Berlin ein Zuhause fern der Heimat. Als solches wird uns Berlin ewig in Erinnerung bleiben. Gesegnet sind die, die Frieden stiften, denn sie werden Kinder Gottes genannt. May God bless our good soldiers. God schütze Berlin. And may God bless the United States of America.
Ladies and gentlemen, the governing mayor of Berlin, Mayor Eberhard Diepgen.
Herr Botschafter, General Maddox, General Yates, liebe Offiziere und Soldaten der Berliner Brigade, liebe Berlinerinnen und Berliner. Ich möchte heute an diesem 4. Juli an erster Stelle einen Glückwunsch aussprechen. Ein Glückwunsch dem amerikanischen Volk an diesem Nationalfeiertag, der erinnert an die Erklärung der Unabhängigkeit. In dieser Erklärung sind die grundlegenden Menschenrechte, die Ideale von Freiheit, sozialer Gerechtigkeit und einem internationalen Frieden auch festgelegt worden. Und in diesem Sinne haben Sie, die Angehörigen der Berlin-Brigade, hier in den letzten Jahrzehnten unmittelbar gewirkt. Es ist eine Grundidee niedergeschrieben worden in dieser Erklärung der Unabhängigkeit, die uns alle miteinander verbindet. Und ich möchte General Yates einen besonderen Dank für Ihre Formulierung, die Sie eben gewählt haben, auch aussprechen. Sie haben gesagt, die amerikanischen Soldaten haben sich in Berlin zu Hause gefühlt. Ich bedanke mich dafür. Wir wollten auch, dass sie sich zu Hause fühlen. Und wir wollten nicht nur, dass sie sich zu Hause fühlen, weil wir so viele Freunde gefunden haben. Wir wollten dieses auch aus den Gründen der Entwicklung der Stadt, der Gemeinsamkeit zwischen unseren Völkern. Ich habe gerade eben die Fahnenbänder verliehen. Die Fahnenbänder der Stadt Berlin. Und damit will ich ein Zeichen unseres Dankes und unserer Anerkennung zum Ausdruck bringen. Aber wahrscheinlich werden viele von Ihnen dafür Verständnis haben, wenn ich jetzt formuliere, wir haben in den letzten Wochen und Monaten vielfach Abschiedsparaden erleben können und müssen. Wir haben das Notwendige dazu formuliert. Es ist kein Abschied, sondern es ist eine neue Form von Anwesenheit. Eine Berliner Zeitung formulierte es heute so: Die Soldaten gehen, die Amerikaner bleiben. Und es gibt den anderen Grundsatz: Das Militär geht, die Freundschaften bleiben. Und wichtig für uns alle ist auch die künftige Gemeinsamkeit. Die Gemeinsamkeit im westlichen Bündnis der Werte von Freiheit und sozialer Gerechtigkeit und Frieden. Und wichtig ist die künftige Gemeinsamkeit in einem transatlantischen Bündnis, einer transatlantischen Gemeinsamkeit. Doch wenn ich als Berliner, der wenige Kilometer von hier entfernt wohnt, der abends auch die Trompeten hört, wenn er darüber nachdenkt, was war das eigentlich in den letzten Jahrzehnten, dann möchte ich nicht einen Politiker zitieren, sondern einen Berliner, der anlässlich der Parade am 18. Juni im Fernsehen seine Emotionen einfach wie folgt zusammengefasst hat. Er hat gesagt, die Alliierten
soon will say mission complete. Well done, and take your soldiers home. And I want you to know that all of us appreciate your superb work. Yet to a great degree, you won't be going home. You'll be leaving home. Im Namen der US Army in Europa möchte ich Ihnen, liebe Berliner, für alles danken, was Sie für unsere Soldaten getan haben. Für die, die heute hier angetreten sind, und für Ihre Vorgänger, die über einen Zeitraum von fast einem halben Jahrhundert hier stationiert waren. Mit Worten lässt sich nicht ausdrücken, was Sie uns gegeben haben und wie dankbar wir Ihnen sind. Wie schon General Yates möchte auch ich Ihnen sagen, dass Sie für immer einen Platz in den Herzen dieser Soldaten einnehmen werden. Sie sind nicht einfach. nur die Berlin Brigade, sondern Berlins Brigade.
Don't know if it'll keep.
Sie haben ihnen die Ehre erwiesen,
Plug that in back, that it charges.
Ihr Namen tragen zu dürfen. Einen Namen, den sie hochschätzen werden, den aus sie werden statt sagen können, ich bin ein Berliner. Berlin Brigade and Berliners, thank you for your tremendous effort that allows us to celebrate freedom together. Enjoy a great day. Not a day of sadness with the forthcoming departure of your brigade, but instead a day of joy and hope, recognizing the continued growth and maturity of the relationship between Berlin and America. God bless you.
This guy came back here from that day.
The company over there.
I hope you can still film it.
It's recording again. It goes, but I don't know how long it'll
You see it? Huh? Where's the curtain?
Watching there in the village and going around. You don't see it? It looks like it's staying by itself.
That's so good if it's dark over there. So funny, they're just stopping.
Pass and review.
But you don't take it up and film when they march by. And stop it for a second. There's nothing, is there? Can they turn around?